Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head.
If you're someone who pays attention to the news when it comes to weight loss trends, you've likely heard about Ozempic. And in case you haven't heard of it, Ozempic is one of the hottest weight loss pharmaceutical drugs that Hollywood celebrities have been raving about and helping them to lose weight and stay thin. Its main purpose is to help diabetics control their blood sugar levels, which is particularly important for this population since it can save them from potential kidney problems, nerve issues, or even lost limbs. Welcome to the Workout Nerd Out. I'm Julio Lopez. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist and a certified personal trainer with over 8 years of experience in personal training. And I also have my master's degree in nutrition. There's been a lot of news about Ozempic and similar drugs, such as why so many people are using these drugs, the effects of the growing number of company health insurance plans refusing to cover them, how popular weight loss programs like Weight Watchers and Noom are now suggesting their customers to take these drugs, as well as the possible link with stomach paralysis. Before we even get started, it's important that you understand that this is just for informational purposes only, not medical advice. You should always take your decisions about pharmaceuticals with the direct guidance of your doctor. I can't stress enough how important it is for folks to take their health seriously because diabetes is nothing to be taken lightly. My very first client when I first started working as a personal trainer was a diabetic man in his 60s who had to have one of his legs amputated just below the knee. Apparently, his cat scratched his foot and the leg quickly got infected, so the doctors had no choice but to amputate it to save my client's life. The most basic explanation of what Ozempic and similar drugs do is they mimic GLP-1, a hormone that slows down the passage of food through the stomach. Essentially, the slower that the food is passing through the stomach, the longer one feels like they're full. So basically, as long as you're feeling full, the theory is that you're less likely to eat more, which means caloric intake is reduced and weight loss becomes more possible. Mike Dolce, a nutritionist who works with combat athletes to help them make weight requirements, often says, "Eat until you're satisfied, not until you're full." As Americans, we've grown accustomed to wanting the most bang for our buck when eating out, which often means overeating. While the occasional meal out at a restaurant is totally okay, it's when folks take that mentality back home and at work that leads towards weight gain. Leptin is a hormone that the fat cells pump out to tell the brain that you've eaten enough and you should stop. An appetite suppressant. Unfortunately, one can become desensitized to the hormone by consistently overeating since leptin receptors become less responsive to the hormone. GLP-1 agonists like Ozempic do interact with leptin and may increase the sensitivity in those receptors, which may be one reason why the drug is so effective in controlling appetite. Ozempic is not cheap, with monthly costs hovering around $1,000 for 4 weekly doses per box. With the growing popularity of the drug, more patients than ever have been flocking to their doctors to get prescribed the medication, which has been freaking out insurance companies. When health insurance companies take steps to refuse covering medications that their customers have been prescribed by their doctors, is one of the main reasons why so many Americans are consistently unhappy with the healthcare system in the country. Essentially, people think that what they do for their personal health and wellness should only be between them and their doctor. But when health insurance companies refuse to cover the cost of medications prescribed by the doctors, it's natural for individuals to become frustrated with the health insurance system. With over 70% of the U.S. population being overweight or obese, company insurance plans refusing to cover the cost of Ozempic is sure to ignite a furious debate. Weight Watchers has been around since the 1960s, and Noom was founded in 2008. Both companies have set themselves as giants in the weight loss industry. If you watch TV, you're sure to have seen their commercials many times. In recent months, the two companies have stated that they were going to start recommending their customers to use GLP-1 agonists similar to Ozempic, which has sparked a lot of debate about the ethics behind the decision. What do you think? Weight Watchers and Noom commercials highlight their accomplishments in getting people to successfully lose weight by helping customers make healthier eating decisions, providing a menu of items that appeal to their personal tastes, and offering one-on-one coaching. Now that the companies are encouraging their customers to take Ozempic and similar drugs, many longtime customers have been voicing their dissatisfaction with the decision because they think that it strays from what has led to the company's successes. Do you think that Weight Watchers and Noom encouraging customers to take drugs like Ozempic as a cheap way to induce these folks to lose weight? Personally, well, I'm not a big fan of it because I think that it's taken away from helping people develop more self-discipline. As a business decision, it doesn't surprise me. These companies want to advertise themselves as having a high rate of success in helping people lose weight. And if they can increase the numbers through encouraging customers to take Ozempic-like drugs, this makes the job easier for the marketing teams. In recent articles, stories of women who have been taking Ozempic or similar drugs having developed stomach paralysis have been popping up. According to the articles, many of these women were prescribed drugs to treat their type 2 diabetes or obesity, which are two of the intended purposes stated by the drug manufacturers. However, somewhere along the line, these women have been suffering from frequent vomiting, dehydration, intense stomach pain, and some had to be rushed to the hospital. The condition is called gastroparesis, in which the food is not being transferred from the stomach to the small intestine. The direct link with Ozempic and similar drugs has not yet been determined. How likely is it that a person is going to suffer from stomach paralysis while taking Ozempic? We don't know yet. Gastroparesis is very rare, but when it does happen, it's usually when women are overweight or obese or diabetic. As with any new medication, if you want to take Ozempic to help you lose weight, make sure that you have a very long conversation with your doctor about the possible risks of developing gastroparesis yourself and other potential complications. In conclusion, while there's a lot more to Ozempic and possible benefits and risks than what I included here, I really hope that it helped clarify some things for you. As always, if you're ever considering taking a new pharmaceutical drug or an over-the-counter supplement, make sure that you have a long conversation about it with your doctor first. That does it for today's Workout Nerd Out. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you know anyone who can benefit from this video, be sure to share it with them. Until next time, I'll see you on the next Workout Nerd Out.